Meanwhile, the Aurochs, fresh from their defeat. There's the one fat one, of course. What are you doing? The Haka? That's what it looks like. Oh, look, it's our friends in the background. Gata and the Chocobo Knights, even though they're mostly assholes. No Luzu, though, which is kind of sad. That was his, like, one dream in life, or his one goal was to see Sin defeated. If it, like, that must be what, like, Gata is thinking right now. Is like, if Luzu could see this would be the happiest day of his life, because this is what he dedicated to his entire life to. Was Sin being defeated, not just for, like, temporarily, but forever, do you know? Where's the other guy? The guy who wanted to become a Chocobo breeder. Maybe he's actually following his dream now. All of the monks in there must be freaking out, like, we're out of a job! Mei-chen is there. Yeah, you're out of a job, don't be saluting. We just destroyed your religion. It's crazy to see back here, like back where it all started. And there's Valfor, sleeping peacefully in an eternal dream state. And finally they get to rest. Which I think is a positive outcome. How could you not think that? It's like, sure, you don't get to summon Aeons anymore because we laid them to rest. But don't they deserve to rest at the end of the day? They really do. That's Shiva, I guess. You never really get to see them up close, like, properly. Like, the design of them. Because they don't look like 100% like the Aeon. They're like some elements of the Aeon and some of the like the person who they originally were, you know. Just like with Jekt, like the final boss, there's like an element of him, and there's also an element of there's elements of an Aeon and elements of him himself, I guess. There's our faithful friend, if we can call him that. And now he's going to be faithful departed. So how do we get out of here is the question I'd like to ask. It's like, if we destroyed Sin, but we are inside Sin, then where are we? Oh no. I suppose Auron's job is done. He needs to depart as well.
Don't stop. It's all right.
That weird Auron music. He just goes up, he's like, now you're the dad of the group, Kamari. Now that Alec Baldwin is that Alec Baldwin head is going to depart for the afterlife.
long enough.
We're going to lay you to rest. Get in.
This is your world now.
It's the new Hyrule. Or the new Spira. God, if Orin could see what what Spira turned into in Final Fantasy X-2, he'd be rolling in his grave. Well, I'm not sure about that. He'd be like, Yuna, you became a pop star. We defeated Sin and Yevon for this. She's like, yeah. There's no business for summoners these days. It's like that was her job, actually, when you think about it. Her job was being a summoner, and now all the Aeons are gone. There's no, like, quest or pilgrimage anymore, so Yuna's out of a job as well. She's like, but summoning's the only thing I know how to do. Well, no, you can dance. So you become a pop star. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. If you think about it in that way. There's Anima there. Like 10 times as big as all the rest of them. And there's Sin. Sin getting obliterated. Oh, this like sad version of the hymn for like the melancholy departure of the Aeons. Oh, Sin is still there. What was that thing that blew up? That does look like fireworks. Sin has the best explosion. Oh. Oh yeah, the dream is going to end now.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
Now that's a perfect ending. Like, it's just actually perfect. Like, it's not, like, too sad because, like, you feel like... I don't know, like, it's really, really sad because you feel for Yuna so much. You really do. But it's, like, not too much because... Like, Riku, again, does the perfect job of just diffusing the whole situation. And then you see poor Waka. Like, you're so sad for Waka as well because...
It's time.
Because it's like he's losing a brother all over again. Do you know? It really is so sad. I don't know.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody, now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again.
And there are no more zombies. Let's just mention that.
Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves and new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams have faded. Never forget them.
Aww. Such, like, a touching ending to such a touching game. It's unbelievable. You've just got to love it. So yeah, here are the credits, everybody. And this is the end of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. There are, like, other stuff that I could show off, but I think I said from the very outset this was just going to be a casual, enjoyable LP. So I'm pretty much happy to leave it where it is. Especially because, like, the battles against, like, super bosses and things like that, you really do need to put so much effort into completing the sphere grid and getting the ultimate weapons and getting attack reels and all of that crap to really be able to do it without it being an absolute pain in the ass. So, and I'm not really about that, so I'm just I'm content to leave this LP here as something that I loved doing, as a game that I absolutely love, and like a Final Fantasy game with an absolutely breathtaking ending. I just think it really brings it back to what matters, which is something that's kind of in the background for an awful lot of it. Like the Yuna and Tidus love story, it's really kind of something that is kind of in the background rather than being at the forefront for the majority of the game. Which I think is something that's really cool. You don't see that all the time. And then it really just brings it right back right at the end in such a tasteful way. And such like a heartbreaking way, really. So I know this LP probably took an awful lot longer than it should have. I know that this channel is plagued with kind of random breaks a lot of the time now, and I can't really do anything about that except apologize. It's pretty much just the fact that I'm so busy, and the time I have to record is really at a premium at the moment, so that might change. I'm not sure what or when the next LP is going to be. There are a couple of things I've been thinking of. I've been thinking of doing a Kirby game. I haven't done Kirby in a long time. And there are some like Kirby games that I'd like to do. Even like Star Allies I'd love to do. I know I mentioned doing things like a casual playthrough of Mario Odyssey recently. Even like shorter games that I've really been thinking of doing are like Katamari, now that I have Katamari on the Switch. Shadow of the Colossus I'd love to do. And then there are just other random things. I'm not. It seems in the credits of every LP I talk about Long Live the Queen. How long have I been talking about that one for? But so I don't know when that one's ever gonna come. But I guess there will be something. I just don't know what it's gonna be. Could even be a Pokemon game because I've never LP'd one of those before. It's ridiculous. Or even like I've been playing Octopath Traveler recently and absolutely adoring it, and it's one of those games that playing it is making me want to. There's Bender, John DiMaggio, or not and where's oh, and I just missed her, Tara Strong as Riku. Shalinda, why does Shalinda get her own place on the credits, and you had Cree Summer as Belgamine? That name is familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen that voice actress in the credits of other things. Maybe I'll just look up what she's been in right now, because I've definitely seen that name on like cartoons or something. Especially since it's worth looking it up, since Belgamine is one of my favourite characters. Yeah, she's one of those people that's done like a fuckload of different things. Let's just have a look. What do I know? There's definitely like a million different things that I know. Oh yeah, the Care Bears movie, I've seen that. That's what it is, I'm pretty sure. Wait a second, let's just look at animation series. The Garbage Pail Kids. Can't believe this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's where I knew her from. She's like Susie from the Rugrats, which is like the other kid that's like the same age as Angelica, who's like slightly older than the rest of them. So yeah, we learn something new every day, and I knew that name from somewhere. So yeah, I don't know what the next LP is going to be or when it's going to be. Pretty much like with every other LP I do, I'm just going to wait until there's something I really feel like playing and feel like sharing with you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. As I said, one of the things that I really felt like doing recently was Katamari Damacy. But even I've been playing like Yoshi's Crafted World, and which I'm adoring as well. Even though I don't know, my thing with like blind LPs is I'm kind of too selfish. When it's a new game that I know I'm going to love, I like to just play it for myself first, to have that selfish first playthrough. So there are plenty of games out there and plenty of LPs out there too, so sure this isn't the last you've seen of me. Speaking of the last we've seen of me, not the last we've seen of him either. Because it seems he's still out there somewhere. The end. Thank you for watching Let's Play Final Fantasy X, everybody. completing a game as monumental as this is always an achievement, so I'd like to thank you guys for sticking through right to the end, even though it took practically a year. I think it was worth it. Again, thank you to all of you guys, and I'll see you next time, whatever the game may be. Bye now.